Well, it ain't going to be called soccer. It ain't going to be called soccer. I'm sorry, it ain't going to be called soccer, man. You couldn't hold on for your boy Bill to say what. So we're going to talk about. So lots to talk about. So first of all, we're going to talk about America, and because that was the latest game, and then we'll then get into where it gets deep because we're gonna build up. So we're going to talk Wales, America. Then we're going to talk about England scoring 6. Is it Iran tax? Or have England said what's up? And why is Grealish on the front pages of English newspapers when Saka dropped a 2-piece? We'll talk about that in detail as well. And yes, it's an induction ceremony. Edouard Mendy has left the building. I repeat, Edouard Mendy has left the building. I think he should be arriving in Siberia within the next few hours. His Class B credentials shall be given to him. Shocking. And I want to, because we just had a conversation before this, I need to convince Ray Ricardo why he needs to unsubscribe from Disney+. Disney Plus is unhealthy, and it is a dose of reality. And we're going to talk about Ecuador. I was very impressed with the Ecuador, and could South America do a little something, man? Could South America do a little something? Because it makes the group very interesting, man. Frenkie de Jong as well, who I think was man of the match. AK Clinic, why are Barca fans hating on your boy, man? And we'll also look ahead to Messi saying what's up. It's early. It's going to be 5 a.m. for some guys, 10 a.m. for some guys. It's an early start tomorrow for Argentina and Messi. And of course, the guy that everyone hates, the most hated sports person on the planet is Mbappe. The one that everyone wants to fill. Mbappe makes his debut where he's gonna be Thanos. No Benzema, no Pogba, no Kante. He's had to do it all in zone. This is the most difficult task he's ever had to face. It is what it is. He's going to fail, but it is what it is. So, a shout out to everyone up the streets. Shout out to the streets. Shout out to the malls. Shout out to the party members. Shout out to the members as well. And I mean, we're going to try to make this an hour, and we'll do a very late night members hangout. So there is still a members hangout, but it's going to be very late night. I will just be a riff. We'll just riff. We're just going to riff, talk, and just riff. Really rate that if you can make it, and then if you can't make it, members can listen to it afterwards, man. So, let's get into it because also I'm going to come for you first. Also, I'm going to have to come for you first. Now, here's the thing right here. It was so good. Everything was going well. Like for me, I thought America would finish bottom. I was like they're not done good. The way that they've approached things, they're building. Okay, this guy's going to finish bottom. That first of all, I was shocked. Quick play, short passes, first time, nice chemistry. Wales going to get a sniff. Superb goal from. I mean, I don't recognize that Pulisic. I don't know who that Pulisic is. That is the guy that wears the freaking Chelsea jersey, because that was the guy that he actually has a brain. He's actually moving the ball. He's actually beating guys. So I was like, wait, what the hell is going on here? And then the second half comes, and America thought that maybe we can hold on to 1-0. So this is my fear. My fear is, did America underestimate Wales in that first half? Did they think that, nah, let's just keep the ball, sit tight. These guys are not going to do anything, because Wales were trash in that first half. So America's biggest issue was you allowed Wales to get back in the game. And Wales, they got back in the game. They played at a higher level. They got a lot more confidence going forward. And look, you see, someone said this on YouTube that, oh my gosh, how can you praise Bale and not praise Koulibaly? We'll get to Koulibaly, because that comes for the Mendy induction. We'll get to Koulibaly. That's a whole section in itself. But Bale did not have a great game. He had a great game. But what clutch players do is you make things happen. When your team needs you, even if you played badly, you make things happen. And he made those things happen. What happened to soccer, man?
Look, it's not even that we let off. The team burned out at that game. The team burned out by the 60th minute.
You got to pace yourself, man. Got to pace yourself.
Like, these guys put too much in that first half. I'll be honest, because I think that first half was probably one of the best footballing performances we ever had.
Yes. No. I was shocked. I was like, wait, is this to say US MNC? What the hell? They're actually playing football. Like, this ain't soccer. This is football they're playing. So
that first half, I was so high. I was like, this is the team that I've been waiting to see. And the thing is, I think we have the second youngest team in the tournament right now.
Yes, I think youngest is Ecuador. I think Ecuador is the youngest.
No, it's actually Ghana. It's Ghana.
It's Ghana. Okay.
So if I'm being honest, I expected us to draw this game. But after the game happened, we should have won that game. Like, no if, and, or buts about it. Because I don't care. Because USA were the most dominant team in that game.
Oh, for sure.
We were dominant in that first half. Wales did not dominate like we did in that first half.
No.
In that second half, they did not.
But you've got to get that second goal. You have to get that second goal. You just have to. Like, it doesn't matter how much possession you have or how much domination you have. You've got to get that second goal. And it's something that I'll talk to when we get to Senegal. But yeah.
It's not even that. It's just that we weren't clinical enough. Because we had too many chances where we should have scored. Too many. And the more I keep watching this game, the more I'm just like, Wales are going to find something. And it's not even because, and I'm going to fight you on this. Bale did not win that penalty. United States gave it to him.
I'm going to disagree slightly, because my thing is true. Zimmerman, it was bonehead to dive in, but Bale was clever. Because it's a very typical move you do. You get there first, and you put your leg right there in between the ball. I remember things are happening very quickly. It's very quickly. So Bill was like, let me get there first and put my leg, because Bill knew that he was going to win it, but let me just put my leg there and force him to make a challenge. Because remember, everything is happening at a split second. Is he going to allow me to control the ball, or is he going to try and win the ball? But when things are happening so quick, most defenders will just think that, because he thought he'd get there. If Zimmerman just got there a fraction of a second earlier, he'd put it away. But Bale was just a fraction earlier, which meant that he was just a split second so slow, and then he got it. So you have to give credit for Bale making that play, and that's moved to force him into a challenge.
The reason why I don't give it to Bale is, one, Bale's back is turned. It's not like he's facing goal. Bale's back is going to his own goal. Number one. Number two, Zimmerman, why are you making a slide tackle in the box? It makes no sense. Why are you slide tackling in the box, knowing that it's a 50-50 no matter what you're doing? So with those two factors in mind, that challenge made no sense. So yes, you could say Bale manipulated his body to make it look like it was a penalty. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yes.
But the thing is, you don't need to be doing that. It's not. It's the most unnecessary mistake that you made. And the thing is, United States in that second half, we're making mistakes left, right, center. Like, I could not believe the amount of misplaced passes we were doing in that second half. Because the first half, we did not mess up a single pass. We were actually on in that first half. And the second half, everybody decided to lose their heads. And this is the inexperience that Greg Berhalter has, because he decides that when you're trying to win a game, you decide not to bring in Reina. Explain that. How did Reina not even?
Yeah. So wait. Is Reina injured, or he just didn't bring him on?
He was on the bench, which is confusing me, because it was like, you have him on the bench and you decide not to bring him, even though you know you're chasing the goal. And look, Wales. Look, credit to where credit is due, but Wales were playing for a tie. At the end of the day, these guys were playing to tie this game. They were doing it the entire game, first half especially. And this was the one chance where we could have not sealed it, but like give us a solid chance to get out of this group.
Oh, no, I think see, now you still have a good chance, because now it's a case of America will lose to England. They will. Now you have to beat Iran.
It's not even that. It's will Wales lose to England? That's
the thing, though, because Wales could try and get a draw.
That's the problem.
Because if Wales now force a draw, it makes things very complicated.
If you beat Wales today, the fate is in your hands.
Yes.
Now that you tied, you don't know what's going to happen, because now you're betting on Wales to beat. And if I'm being honest, Iran did not impress me enough to say, "Oh, England were this great."
Well, no. So hold on, we'll get there, because I've got a lot to say about Iran. We'll get there. So.
I'm worried. Can United States beat England? I definitely think we can. I don't see why we can't.
Wait. What did you say? What? You think USA can beat England?
I think we have.
Look at RDS. If we put it on his English hats, man.
Come on.
Taking that second half out of the question, I think that first half showed you what United States are. No.
But then it's like, you see, that's why with all these performances, there's attacks with all these performances, because see, Lord only knows what Messi is going to do to Saudi Arabia tomorrow morning. So my thing is, great first half, but let's be real, Wales are not one of the biggest teams in this tournament.
It was either them, Iran, to gain second place, and United States.
No. 100%. America were very impressive, but at the end of the day, it is still Wales. It ain't Brazil. It ain't Portugal. It ain't France.
I understand that. No, 100%.
So my thing is that.
But England are not Brazil, though. That's the thing.
No, they're not. But England are substantially better than Wales. They're not Brazil. They're not Portugal.
It'd be minimum.
I'll ride with that.
Did you see the way Harry Maguire was playing? Bro, that guy was sick.
We'll get there.
The mag. No, we'll get the mag. Okay,
that's my 2 cents on it.
So real quick. So Wales and America. I mean, what overall thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I was obviously, Wales actually start. I actually felt, see, my take on it from the Welsh perspective is that Wales actually started. They look like actually quite nervous. So again, bear in mind, this is the first time they've come to a World Cup in 64 years. So to think that they were going to come out and ball and just destroy something was maybe sort of a bit naive. Like, they've not been at this level for quite some time. So I got the impression there was nervousness. The coach, I think, tried to almost take initially more cautious approach to the game. And obviously, that gave the USA the advantage. They playing well. Don't get me wrong, USA played very, very well in that first half. I don't want to use the term dominated, because, yes, the USA created chances, but I don't remember Hennessy making tons of saves. Yes, though, he scored the goal, 1-2 things, but it wasn't like he was making save after save. Like, it was like you got into good spaces with things, but, Wales were clear, etc., etc. Like, it's not like Hennessy was, aside from the goal that was scored, I wouldn't say Hennessy was tested. The Welsh keeper. Second half, I have got no idea why. Actually, he takes off Meet Daniel James, who's a fraud, and brings on Kiefer Moore. And actually, they were actually I think it was Houston was on doing the ITV commentary, which, by the way, is far superior to BBC commentary. ITV commentary is far. I can't deal with BBC anymore.
Hey, no. BBC is like, let's
I know we'll talk about the whole BBC thing, but man, let's anyway, because anyway. But anyway, he was saying that actually, like, he was surprised that Kiefer wasn't starting because Kiefer was more of a direct striker option. I think that when Kiefer Moore came in for Daniel James, Wales actually became more direct. They actually had someone to sort of play to, could hold up the ball.
He created a lot of issues for America.
I was told James was going to kill USA, by the way. I'm just saying.
I know.
Shout out to DJ, but put some respect on DJ, man.
He bigged himself up against United, so I thought he might carry that into this, but apparently no, he ghosted. So, but yeah, as soon as Kiefer Moore came on, I saw much more directness in Wales. I've got no idea why the USA decided to, also talking about how like they were trying to win the game. Like I didn't get that impression from USA at all. Like they were like.
You mean trying to win the game in the second half? You mean or the
first
half?
In the second half, like it would look to me like they stopped any attacking intent whatsoever. Even times they were like wasting time wasting. Like on the floor and stuff
but also makes like the only thing I can give it is if, let's say, they tired themselves out. They so exerted themselves in the first half, they just didn't have the sharpness forth in the second half.
That is true, but like especially given the present of this World Cup, they have said they are going to add on time. So time wasting now
it's real.
Makes it's make difference because you're like if you're going to do this, like okay, cool. Now we're going to add 9-10 minutes onto the end of the end of the game, so it doesn't matter.
Kind of wild, I'm not going to lie.
For me, so the only issue I have with the whole thing is that it just makes this whole schedule crazier for me because games are there's now little lead time for the next game. But in general, bro, now you can't. Fine, time waste. We will be here until tomorrow night if you keep on wasting time.
I actually think we're probably being robbed as club football fans because just imagine how much football you're actually watching in La Liga, in PL. You pay to watch 90 minutes and you're probably only watching 70 minutes.
You're only watching 70 minutes. So basically, the time wasting now. See, time wasting only now makes any sense if you just want to which is what Iran were trying to do with England, mess the rhythm of a team. But don't think that because what happens is that you can waste time and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sure there was basically managers can no longer shout at the linesman whenever they put the board up. No. That's now ends now because you've got 10 minutes. You've got 30 minutes now. You got half an hour now. So
like even Ricardo might back me up on it. I'm actually worried about the Brazil game. Because they actually might add on another half when Neymar starts on the floor. They might add on 45.
No. They're just like we're supposed to plus 24 hours, basically like a whole day. Just add a whole day. That's always wild, man.
Playing into the next game when Neymar comes, man. That's bad.
Look, because we'll get there when we talk about the England thing. So let me just hit these debate skis, man. Shout out to your boy Miguel Rabines. I was so pissed off that Zeman gave away that penalty. By the way, I don't know why Greg subbed on Jordan Morris instead of Gio. What the effort? I have no idea why Reina did not play.
I've never heard this dude Morrison in my life, and he somehow has come on the pitch.
I mean, like, you see, that's why there are going to be more questions asked because like, for me, as good as Pulisic was, I still feel Reina is actually the most talented player that America have. And how is your most talented player not playing in a game like this? Or you don't? Because I thought, okay, fine, maybe you're saving him to sort of like come on and then just to really put pressure on the Welsh defenders, but you did so wild, totally wild, man. Talent FC. Where is LSG Lelta? England will baptize America and Wales will win. Oh Lord, here we are. Beautiful scenes. Saka, Stell, Grealish, Jude, Rashford. We'll get them, and we'll get there. Albert Cardenias. For the most part, Gareth bailed on Wales. Well, when you mean a bail, like, look, here's the thing though. Like, he didn't have a great game. But when they needed him to come clutch, he came clutch. And that's all that matters. He won the penalty, he scored the penalty, and they got a huge, massive, valuable point. Daddy Oos, Jordan Ayew punked on Nigeria twice. Ayew over Osimhen. I'm not sure that's true, bro. Jordan Ayew destroyed Nigeria in 180 minutes twice. Did he? I don't think he did, bro. Jordan Ayew, a 30-year-old prodigy, destroyed Nigeria. Daddy, I think you have issues, bro. I really do think you have issues, my friend. Zeno,
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Key for more change. Yes, 100%. He totally changed the game. Like when he came in, he just created issues, man.
Yeah.
So I know Ricardo didn't see the game. Paul, did you see the game, the America Wales game?
I did, yeah.
So just general thoughts on the game. Just general thoughts.
First thing that comes to my mind is how unfair was it for Bale, man? That Acosta foul, which was a great foul. That last year, it was.
Yes.
He was bro. Because did you know what I said? I was about to say that we are about to see a mad. Because I could see that just ball just bending into like the thinking corner.
Exactly.
Listen, I think everyone in this planet knows the moment that the keeper was there and the ball went to
Bale was
and
hitting.
I'm so worried,
He dribbled the one. Everyone knew he was gonna score that.
He was going to score. He was going to score. He was going to score. He was going to score.
Fucking clutch, man.
No, but that's what you cannot. As much as I'm angry that Acosta denied us a huge moment, that is a amazing foul.
Incredible.
That's a great foul. That's a great foul.
No, and this is what I'm saying. Like, it's very unfairly in the sense for Bale. Like, it would be one of the best, probably one of the first time Bale plays a World Cup, and one of his best goals, and one of the best goals in the World Cup probably. It would have been crazy.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Great work from Acosta, and I think they're in the same team, by the way.
They're playing the same.
LAFC.
Yeah. He probably knew. He was like, I know he's.
He probably was like, okay, look, man, let me just get this dude down.
Can't hit the ball, man.
Let's just get this dude down, man.
No, man, and I agree absolutely with the more thing. And even though I don't like this kind of dudes, these slow players, but he was a proper nine. Like the team gained structure, but I think it wasn't only more. I think it was also very due to the subs that the UC coach made. I don't remember the name right now.
Rob Page.
To be honest, not only the way he subbed on, but I feel like he didn't change anything. Like he didn't have any direction or feel. Like it's just that this is the plan A and there's no plan B, right? And the first half, all your players go all out. They have all this game. Whatever.
You need to make adjustments. Man.
Right. Wales made adjustments, so you need to respond. You need to answer. I didn't see that. At least I don't know if he tried and players didn't respond. It's just I didn't see anything.
But he's known to be a brick manager. Like that's why he's known to be like a trash manager. So
you can say, I don't know if you can say. I think he's a great tactician, maybe in the sense of prepared planning, maybe. But then having an actual response in the field, I don't see him having that skill, right? So, but yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it, man. So where are we, man? Now, this is going to be a running theme. Are England truly amazing, or are Iran just trash? That's what we need to know. Are England amazing, or are Iran trash? So this is how I view. Like, look, you can only beat who's in front of you, and Carlos Queiroz needs to be jailed. I am seeking 100 to life. 100 to life, 24-hour lockdown, containment, and I'm putting him in with like the worst of the worst criminals and so forth. So sort of I'm putting him in like the same cell that the Suicide Squad guys were. Like this guy, he's a criminal. Like there's defending, then there's you're having a laugh. Like there's defending, and then there's Simeone lives. So what this guy was stupid. See, in the second half, they actually played them all. But look, you can only beat who's in front of you, but we have to keep it real here, man. Saka, man. There's a player here. Because my thing is, those were two really good goals.
They were good goals.
Those were two really good goals. Like that's first goal. When I just look at just like the technique he had on it and just how he was able to unleash it, that was a quality goal. He should have played for Nigeria, by the way, but that's one side. And then the second one is basically the second goal is what makes him so dangerous. And the reason that England have never had a player like Saka. That's the thing. They've never had a player quite like Saka in the way of how he can take guys on and how he comes in on his left. Because someone like Owen, he was just all about speed and pace. But with Saka, you just have a guy who's very technically proficient and relies much more on his ability on the ball. And that's something very dangerous. So, look, England, they destroyed Iran. But my thing, though, is I don't know. Hence, we have to not see England against better opposition because are England like,
I'm going to make an argument. England is so proxy. I think the first thing first is like people need to not be revisionist.
Okay.
Because people were saying that Iran were going to be second, it's going to be tough, the defense, etc., etc. Southgate was not everybody, but like there was a noise around that.
Oh, no, and also before the game, people were saying that Pochettino is going to replace Southgate and so for the ball. But that's one side.
Now he's like, yeah, and to hear that, and now he's like dropped a 6-piece, so almost beating the record, So that's one thing. So I think the other thing as well is that yes, you're right. I'm not saying Iran played really well, so I'm not going to make them. But what I would say is that the 3 goals that England scored were in the first half were all very good goals. I was surprised. I think a lot of people were surprised because they were assuming that Southgate was going to start up a back 3 and go with that formation because that's how they played.
And I want to build upon that because there's something very tricky that people may be missing. But continue.
Yeah, no. So instead, he obviously played a back 4. Like he obviously used the attacking fullbacks in Kieran Trippier and Luke Shaw, who are obviously on form. And actually, in that first half, it was the width of England because that's how you beat like low block defense.
Yeah, you have to go wide. You've got to go wide. You can't go through the middle.
All of England's 3 goals were basically just crosses or set pieces kind of into the box. They were better in the air. Jude Bellingham was you say Saka. Bellingham was money,
but Bellingham was money.
Bellingham has a good tournament. I mean, I don't know what you think, Paul, but like this, it sounds like Real Madrid.
I know Chelsea bound next summer. Chelsea bound.
In fact, just a little sentence, if you let me to answer that. Real Madrid was still a little bit hesitant about it because let's see what it does in the World Cup. I can assure you. I think there's no doubt.
Paul, come on, man. Paul, you have Tchouaméni, you have Fede Valverde. Just leave us one guy.
The best player have to play in the white shirt.
Oh,
no other way.
Man.
We'll talk about how you ruin your Chelsea players later in the Senegal section. About those frauds, so you ruined.
Look, let's stick with it. Let's stick with happy thoughts.
In summary, just so people can speak, like everyone's like, yes, okay, I'm not saying Iran were great, but the actual quality of the goals,
the goals were really good. The goals were really good.
Actually, really good. So if your whole structure is built around being a defensive team, you're now 2-3-0 down. Like you're gonna have to come out, and obviously, although it was a good goal by,
and also let's be real, teams that are this ultra defensive. It's not easy to score so many goals against them because they make it hard for you to actually play through them. So you have to give credit that you found a way to break down a super ultra defensive side that we're not interested in coming out. So
it'll be a bit different against, say, Wales, possibly maybe USA, when maybe they don't have that level of sort of quality against them. So I wouldn't necessarily rule out Iran completely. So, but you have to give credit to them because the quality of goals that they scored was actually very good. And then after the first half, like it was basically just it was done really, So that's my 2 cents in a way.
No. Okay, so here's my thing though, and then maybe I'll come to Ricardo with this. So he went with a back 4. They look good. The danger is, oh my gosh, 4-3-3. This is the way we look good. Blah blah blah. But I'm like, I hope Southgate is a lot wiser than a lot of these morons who are on Twitter. You can play 4-3 against Iran. You can't do that against a Spain, a Portugal, Argentina, or Brazil. Because against those teams, you will lose the midfield battle. Because if you now go toe-to-toe against a Spain or a Portugal or so forth, you want to go toe-to-toe with us? Oh, let's do it. We will control possession because we are better technically than you in midfield, and we're going to actually have a lot more space and so forth. I think Southgate is wise enough to know that we can do a back 4 against America, maybe Wales and thingy, but against better teams who we know have more experience and those better midfielders than us and who will control possession, we can't afford to go 4-3-3. We've got to go with a back 3 because at the end of the day, it's not about playing good football, it's about winning. So, Ricardo, what's your view on that whole thing of like, should he stick with 4-3-3 because he got them 6 Gs, or this only works against certain opposition?
This goes back to the question about Iran, right? I think both things can be true. I think England did play very well, but I also think Iran was just horrendous. So far they've been the worst team, not even because of the scoreline, it's just the way they played.
Kiros sucks.
No, I mean that goalie, man. That second string goalie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Bro,
that. Yeah, they had
I
he
mean, the
had
second string
concussion.
goalies. I mean, there's a massive difference between the first and second string goalies, typically, especially in a country like the lower countries. There's a massive difference, but I think overall, I think the thing when it comes to these games, especially teams that play low blocks, it's always the first goal. If you get a first goal,
It's over.
if the team attacking gets the first goal, as the second one, third, and more will follow pretty quickly. That's typically how it goes. But honestly, I think like I've always said, I think England they're actually a good team. And my worst nightmare is seeing them win. And do I think they can genuinely win? I definitely do think they can win.
Oh no, they can win. England can win this. They can win this.
They can definitely win. Will they? I think it depends. Like I think the stars have to align for them to beat the top teams, but they will definitely beat majority of teams.
I mean, but what do you think Saka can do, or do you need to say
Yeah,
what
no,
he can do against better teams and better defenders?
See that's the thing, right? Against better teams, the thing when you play against better teams, you're gonna have limited chances. And do you really expect a kid who's like, was he 19 now?
21.
Okay, so he was like 19 at the Euros. Okay, so he was 21. Do you expect the kid to really? Personally, I don't think so. I mean, the second goal was very Messi-esque goal in my opinion. He kept stuttering, and then he slaughtered it home. It was a good goal by him.
Very good goal.
He had a great game, but he wasn't the only one. I thought Harry Kane was magnificent as well. I mean, as much as people don't give him credit, I thought he was fantastic.
Oh, no. Yeah, it was good. He was good. Kane was good.
But no, England do look good. I don't know how much to say how good they look. I personally think I kind of knew a stat pad session was gonna come because if we're gonna be honest, Iran is now like I don't know who the hell said Iran's coming second place. Like you're smoking crack. Iran.
No. But could you know the mistake that I made? I didn't realize that Kirosh was the manager. So basically, 4 years ago, I think they had a different manager, and they actually looked good.
Yeah,
I think
no,
I thought, this clown, because I know what this clown did with Egypt. I know what this clown did with Portugal in 2010. He lives for defending. This guy, he despises attacking. He's allergic to attacking.
I just think also too with Iran, like I think if we're keeping it a stat, the things that's going on in their country, you can tell it's taking a toll. Because even in the press conference, I believe it was, I can't remember who it was. I'm not sure if it was a captain, but they kept asking him questions regarding, and he pretty much got pissed off. So you could tell that they didn't even sing the national anthem. So, you know, I mean, those are the type of things that are supposed to amp you up going into the game. And if there's no level of like nationalism or patriotism toward your country, you know, you can tell the team's probably mentally not there. So I'm not really surprised this happened. I think England just took advantage of the situation. They're good, in my opinion. They're going to go 3 for 3 in this group.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that the United States tied and they have to face England next. I mean, it's looking bad for the US, and it's a good opportunity for England to just, you know.
Ricardo, what's the score? What's the England versus USA? What's the score?
Man, I want to see soccer win.
He's Canadian, man. He's Canadian, man. He's Canadian. Let's leave him and his hockey stick alone.
Hey, look, this has nothing to do with me, but you know, I want soccer to win that day.
You don't
soccer
want me
lives
to hang out England lose. You don't want me to hang out.
So basically, I say it's called soccer. It's called soccer. Paul, look, man, England, man, what do you say, man? I mean, you see, in England, people like to get very hyped. And I think people are already saying that. I mean, I saw it's coming home trending on Twitter, and so I'm like, oh my God, this stuff again and everything. So do you think that, England have made a statement, or it's around, what can you say? Or look, a quality performance, and 6 goals is 6 goals. 6 goals is 6 goals.
Okay. I think that's the key. Okay, no team, no matter how bad their opposition is, can score 6 goals playing bad. If in England playing bad would have probably won this game against this Iran, right? But maybe they would have won like 3-2, 4-2.
Yeah.
6-2, and the last goal was a pity one, right?
Yeah.
I mean. So I don't think it's fair to say, it's Iran, whatever. It's true, though. You can't take this as the normal thing for the rest of games, especially the harder the difficulty will increase the further you get. Now, I think there is something. Okay, honestly, the first 20 minutes were not that good until Bellingham goal came, which I think opened
opened everything up. Yeah.
the net. And and Ricardo said it, I think, because defensive teams rely on until the first half get that 0-0. You want that. And the thing is, once that plan goes out, that defensive team can't attack. So what they are obliged to open, but there's no chance basically.
No.
So, but if we think about it, I think in this game we could see two versions of England. We could see the 20 minute the first 20 minutes England, the typical England that can be superior, but they don't really they lack that that sharpness to really become a special team, a dangerous team. But then we have seen the really dangerous, like the World Cup, the World Cup winning version, right, of this thing. Because if this version keeps playing like this, they can be one of the favorites season.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of attacking weapons, man.
Now, I don't think Saka will play as well against world-class fullbacks,
No.
which are not many, by the way. But I don't think. I will say though, England's midfield. You know what? Individually, England's midfield are incredible. It's incredible. It's just that I feel like the pieces in England has never been. The midfield has never been the strong point, right?
No.
So even though you have that Bellingham guy is going to be one of the best midfielders, maybe the best midfielder in the tournament, we'll see. I don't think they'll get control from that. So I think that England can get far. If they've shown that they're better than everyone thought. But to be honest, again, this is a 4-3-3 formation against a team that let you do whatever we wanted.
Yes.
Okay, that is the showcase game. Now, what is your actual game? We don't know, and we won't know with USA either. The same we don't know the USA and the maybe the Wales game. It was a more fair one, but we need to see for all teams serious games.
No. I think that's why it's like for me. I think. Yeah. We're just seeing a general idea. Like what I see from England is that okay, this is now Saka 2 years on. The guy, he looks interested. This is now Kane, who's not evolved much more in his game.
Yeah, but
I've liked Jude Bellingham. Ever since I saw Jude Bellingham, I was like, oh no, this kid has something. So we're now seeing a lot of these pieces either grow or new faces into this team as opposed to what we saw last year. So my thing though is what I need to see is because the question about England is they've not beaten a top team at their best. The closest was when they beat Germany, but that's not a Germany team at their best. So what I want to see is, can this team beat a Brazil? Can they beat an Argentina? Can they beat a Portugal? Can they beat a Spain? And for me, if they can do that, then boom, that is the real next level. But that's a big question mark. And I think if, as you said, if they can play at their best, they have the physicality to really offset the qualities of the team that they face, and the options they have in terms of what Grealish can bring, what Foden can bring, what Saka can bring, what Rashford can bring, what Kane can bring. They have so many different attacking options that you now have different problems that they can now pose to defense. Okay, this guy is like an inside forward, he cuts in on his left. Okay, this guy is very speedy and very direct. So this guy now drops in and so there's so many different characteristics. It's not down to Southgate as to how can he now, when do you make those subs? When do you bring those guys in? And how do you now try to now attack the position? Because you have the ingredients, but do you know how to use the ingredients and when to use the ingredients, which is the very key thing. Talk to me.
This game was...
Okay, it's okay.
I just wanted to remind one last thing. Trippier, Atletico sold Trippier to Newcastle for 20 million. Okay, just think about that. Okay, and now Trippier is being one of the best fullbacks.
Yeah.
Simeone tax. Talk to me, man.
So I did a little research. So Kyrgios was actually manager for Iran at the 2018 World Cup.
Was
he?
He was manager from 2011 to 2019. And then I think he then left and then came back.
Oh, okay, he left for Egypt. Okay, all right, okay.
So, I know Kyrgios because of his stint at United. Because he was the mastermind behind that incredible United team in 2004 to around 2008, around that time. And look, tactically, this guy is incredible. I think tactically he's a very good manager. I think where his fault is man managing and like trying to read a game. because at the end of the day, once Jude Bellingham scored, Iran got ran over. Like this was
bad. It was bad.
not even, like, this was not. I stopped watching around like the 70th, 80th minute.
Yeah, like it's stopping. Like halftime was like this is not a contest. It's not a contest.
But look, England are not going to play like this every day. This is what England fans need to understand.
Except against the US, Oz. But
let's not forget this England team lost to Hungary twice.
Oz, don't you dare allow soccer to be 5-pieced.
Yeah,
don't let soccer get 5-pieced, man.
Look, let Maguire play that against USA. We'll see what happens.
He's not playing. He's not playing. He's concussed. He's not going to play, unfortunately.
Okay, so America's the next game.
Yeah,
the US is the next game. Yeah, Maguire won't play because of the concussion protocol, so he's not going to play.
Oh yeah.
I think a United States objective is just to beat England. Forget everything else. Just beat England.
No.
Come out and attack us and play your high.
Imagine they play the game, they beat England, and then they surrender the World Cup. They just
fine. It's not soccer. It's not soccer. Let me bring this. So JJ Bridgman, thank you. Big up HH and the panel. Did you see the report that your team wants to sign Pickford for 80 mil? Please talk to your team, please. Now, JJ Bridge, here's the thing. With the current keeper situation right now, I think we should be exploring all of our options. That's all I'll say.
Kepa's good. Kepa with under Potter, I think he can have good results.
All I'm saying that no. But Paul, we need 2 keepers. So we need Kepa and someone else. That's what I'm saying. But we'll talk. More to follow. More to follow. Wing. Kane's passing, final ball ability is outrageous. No, look, Kane has evolved as a player. He's evolved. All I think he just needs to ball in a major semi or in a major final. That's
how sick would it be if Kane's only trophy is the World Cup?
That would be pretty messed up. No, see. No, if he does that, I think he should just terminate his contract at Tottenham. He should. Zeno, Grealish, World Cup goal, Almiron come out. Oh, stop it. Zeno, stop it. Don't. Wow. Nigeria Football Association, if Saka leads England to the World Cup, is he your new prodigy? No, he's not. He's English. Okay.
Would it be your new prodigy if Mbappe fails to qualify with France?
Dajo RAF. Iranian fans were shouting rascals at the players from the first minutes because they refused to talk about the killings in Iran. Carlos was triggered at the end. Okay, so basically that's what's so because I was listening to the national anthems and I was like, wait, are they whistling the national anthem? So I think those maybe the Iran fans are whistling the national anthem.
The Iran fans were cussing them.
Look, look. So who knows? Maybe that may have had something to do with it. Like 100%, that have to contribute, man. That have to contribute. So look, man, it's Iran. It's a messed up situation they're in, man. It's messed up, man. Okay, guys, look. All right.
Give an explanation as a Chelsea fan, as a representative club. Give an explanation for that. What you did.
Can I ask you a quick question before you start? I want to ask you who had a longer prime, Mendy or COVID-19?
Oh, that's crazy.
Actually, if you dip it.
Hey, people will say Kobe is still in his prime, bro.
Oh man, jeez.
Nah, I think Kobe is with a Benzema injury right now.
Can we start can we actually build up? Let's build up. Okay, let's.
No. I don't forgive you, HH. This guy took the keeper award from fucking Courtois. Okay.
Paul, I'll explain myself. Paul, just give me time. Let me explain myself. Okay, let's start with the good streets. Let's start with the good things. Streets. Let's start with the good things. Frank De Jong had an awesome game. I believe he was the best player on the pitch. He was money. His passing, distribution, everything was money. He was absolutely amazing.
He turned into Tom Brady in that goal, man.
Yeah, no. Like that was a delivery. Like for me, Frank De Jong, that guy was money. And Netherlands, I just feel that what will hold them back is that they don't have an attack. Literally, they don't have an attack. Like the days of Bergkamp. Also, it was so cool seeing Edgar Davids on the bench, bro, with his shades. But on attack. So guys, Ecuador. So guys, what are your thoughts about? Ricardo, what are your thoughts about Ecuador, man? What do you think?
Rewind it back. We're not there yet.
Talk about.
Okay, look. Here's it, guys.
This game would have been a draw. let's keep it static. Would have actually been a draw, but for a certain bums keeper.
No, not even
He's
a
a
draw because imagine not having that mental distress of you now have been scored, right? They could have even won. We don't know, to be honest.
Can you? What did Chelsea do to him? That's why I want to know.
Okay,
No.
okay. Do you want me to be honest? Let's be honest. Let's be real. Gloves off. Let's be real.
Okay.
Mendy was never a great keeper.
Oh, here we go.
He
So-
was a one-season wonder. He was a one-season wonder.
I've
He was
got-
never. No, Mendy was
I've
never a
got-
great. No. I'll tell you what it was.
I've got some
And it's similar to, again, I don't want to talk about Chelsea here, but I sort of have to because it's related.
Streets, DM me receipts, please, if you can.
That's the Chelsea run to the final and so forth. It was more to do with Tuchel's management than the players actually being good. And I feel that,
So now you
of course, of course, Mendy was good, but and Paul, I'll be with you. I said, and this was Chelsea fans even came at me because I said, well, I still feel that Courtois is better. Guys, oh my gosh, how could Courtois be better? Mendes won the Champions, he's won the AFCON, and I was like, yeah, but he is good, but I still feel Courtois just as a keeper, game to game, is better. And Chelsea fans attacked me. So as much as I had to give credit for Mendy for being on form and making big saves, I was like, there's just something not. I don't feel as assured about Mendy as I did about, let's say, Courtois, Neuer, Buffon, and all these guys. That just felt very, very shaky.
So what you're
And
saying
you
is
have to just say, look, see, it is a classic case of a one-season wonder.
So what you're saying is you fluked your way to a CL. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is we're having a World Cup discussion, and the season restarts in January. So that's what we're focusing on right now.
Right, okay.
So my thing is, look, no, okay, look, let's be real. Mendy can't get that wage increase of 50k a week. That's out the window. Second thing is, if I'm Aliou Cisse, I would replace Mendy in the next game. Like I would replace
You
Mendy
think
in the next game.
Koulibaly would be better in goal?
Stop it. So no, I mean, look, so we have to be like he is. Here's the thing: for Mendy, you're happy within your this season, crazy 12 months. You won the Champions League, you won the AFCON. If let's say your season ends with I was a UCL winner, an AFCON winner, I won the goalkeeper award, that's good. I feel that he's now fully exposed that okay, he's just an average keeper. He was always an average keeper who just had a very exceptional 12 months. Like, bro, before that AFCON final, he'd never made a penalty save. I think maybe he made like one, but he was horrible at penalties, not even coming close. So he just had a miraculous 12 months. But what's the thing from Mendy is, I mean, like, I'm sorry, he cost Senegal. Now, granted, Senegal were never going to score. Yeah. As good as they approached were, they were never going to score. But my God in heaven, let's talk about that first goal. Great delivery from Frenkie de Jong. Beautiful. Did you see how slow he was? And do you know what makes it worse? Look at it in slow motion. Mendy actually shouts, "Mine."
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually. I didn't know.
Mine. Jeez, if you're gonna come out, you gotta get.
Well, you know what? He owned the L, before it even happened.
Oh man, look, man.
You know what's the worst part? That Netherlands didn't even play that good.
No,
No.
Senegal with Mane would have been a 2-0 or something like that. Would have been crazy.
Paul, no, hold up. Let's not do this. Okay, let's be real. Because this is my issue I've always had with Senegal all the way through. Senegal, solid defensively, very well coached, very well organized, pass the ball around well. And I'm a guy I watch African football and I watch AFCON. This Senegal generation, they lack a cutting edge. Even with Mane, they just lack that cutting edge. Hence why a lot of times their games go to penalties. They may score one goal or they will just go to penalties. They are not a team that really have a lot of attackers who are very, very brave. Now, unlike that 0-2 team in 2002, that was an amazing team. That 0-2 team was an amazing team that had several guys that could say what's up. The issue that Senegal have always had, that's why Senegal, they're screwed. Even with Mane, they lack that kind of incisiveness in the final third. But without Mane, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a freaking chance in hell. Hence why I said there's for me, we'll get to Ecuador. This is a shootout between Ecuador and Netherlands for the top two, I believe. So, and Netherlands is my thing. Is look, you don't have an attack. Like Depay is a number 10. Depay isn't a Van Persie. He isn't a Kluivert. You see, a Kluivert, a Van Persie, those are strikers. Depay is a support guy who I can score, but you can't rely on me to score goals. So Netherlands are gonna. When Netherlands face a proper team, they're getting beat. That's why if England face Netherlands, England beats the Netherlands easily.
Not even that. I get the attacking point for the Netherlands. One thing that shocked me about this team is that even just the ball retention and control. Like so many times in this game, the Netherlands would lose the ball. They couldn't string passes together. Yes, they were somewhat better at it than Senegal. They weren't that much better. I expected at least to see the Dutch hold on to the ball.
They weren't great.
From Van Gaal, I didn't see that. They were constantly losing the ball. And to be honest, even to the point I was thinking, actually, USA might, if USA came second, they could potentially beat these Dutch guys. De Ligt. I don't know.
He doesn't have a brain. No. Look, see, when they were giving out brains, De Ligt forgot to turn up.
People call Maguire. Maguire's at least shown he's good for England. Like Maguire's okay, he's trash for United, but he's shown he's good for England. De Ligt is actually a fraud at this point. Like I like many times this game, I don't know. Even Van Dijk at times was getting spun. So, yes, to keep it a stack, if it wasn't for Mendy, I do think Senegal end up drawing this game. So I don't think Netherlands showed in this match that they were gonna do anything. And to be honest, Ecuador could beat these guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. No. We'll get to Ecuador. I think that's for sure. That for me, I feel that I don't want to jump ahead because we're going to focus on Ecuador. Yeah. I think from seeing all four teams, Ecuador are the best team. I feel they look because Netherlands, as good as Netherlands, they don't have an attack. Like their attack is non-existent. Like the defense, their legs is a walking, talking calamity. The midfield, all they have is Frenkie de Jong. He's the only quality midfielder. And what's Vincent Janssen in 2022? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
You're bringing on Klaassen, that boat.
wait, Ricardo, talk to me, man. Netherlands and Senegal, man.
Yeah, no. I thought I don't know how to think of Netherlands because they were going in pretty hype.
Yeah, based on the hype, they underwhelmed me personally.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's I don't I have to agree. Attacking wise, they just don't look like they're it. They don't look like they're it. And I think against a stiffer team, they're way better. But yeah, I don't see how they're gonna get that far. To be honest. I don't think so. I don't think Senegal was the best test, nor was it ever going to be the best test. But Senegal, yeah.
Oz, what do you say?
Look, I said in the little the predictions, I said Netherlands would get second. Granted, I said Senegal would get first, but now that's out the window.
Yeah, that ain't happening, man.
Never say never. Never say never.
You say Vincent, y'all said 22? Guys, Daily Blend in 2022?
That's
Seriously?
crazy. As a wing back, bro.
Look, I can't trust a team that has Dumfries and Daily Blend. I've said this already. Look, Louis.
No. Okay. Daily Blend is shocking. You know that. I really believe that Dumfries has had 3 good games in his entire career. Those 3 games in the groups in the Euros are the only good games that Dumfries has had in his entire career. Since then, the guy's just been horrible. So he's only had 3 good matches. But all right, continue.
But no, look, Louis van Gaal, coming from a United fan, he's known for keeping possession of the ball.
Yeah.
Netherlands had 53%.
Exactly.
Really more. This is it's bad when Louis van Gaal can't keep this team from holding possession, and they have 5 in the back, which is crazy in my opinion. Yeah. We have 5 in the back, still can't keep possession. Yes. Come on.
Speaking of
look, I don't trust this Netherlands team at all. Look, I think the only spark in this team is Gakpo and De Jong. And by the way, Gakpo looks like a player. Gakpo was the reason why they had so many chances, in my opinion. I think he was the better I think he wasn't as good as De Jong, but Gakpo really like. United need a dude to step up the pace a bit. I'm not gonna
20
lie.
mil, bring him in. That's it.
So if you're not going to leave Chelsea anything, that's what's going to happen. Chelsea not going to do that.
Chelsea need to sign Ronaldo in January. That's the key there.
No,
you know, so.
Chelsea will be signing Nkunku. I'm
Oh.
sure of that.
Oh,
You know why?
hopefully.
Because Real Madrid was interested, and when they went to talk to Nkunku, again, I'm not sure of this. It's all the supposed, you know, and the negotiations were too far ahead with Chelsea.
No. So no. The last report they said we're so much up. So look for me. I mean, okay. Can I just say this? And I mean, I'll repeat this again. Africa don't have any chance in hell of going through the groups.
Morocco, we've got to trust Morocco, man. We've got to trust Morocco.
Well, maybe Morocco can do something, or maybe Tunisia. Like without France and moving, Tunisia, like Tunisia could do something. But all right. So let's just touch on this dude. So this was actually the first game. So did you guys hear? So apparently, at halftime, most of the Qatari people left the stadium. At halftime.
Yeah.
You can't, did you expect to win I know it's Ecuador, but you can't just leave halftime, bro. I mean, your team needs the support.
Yeah, I was disappointed by how I know Ricardo said that Iran was worse, but I actually think Qatar were the worst because you could clearly see in the players, for a host nation, host team, I expect the players to show a bit more passion, incentive and drive to actually sort of win in the ball.
But we say this is the beauty of the work. I like it so much. So Qatar, you're very used to playing on a competitive level Asian teams. Now playing a European team or an African team or a South American team is a whole different ball of wax. And I think that two things: nerves of playing your very first World Cup game on home soil and with the expectation. So nerves played a part. Secondly, this, I think, is actually a really good Ecuador side. And Ecuador do not allow them to settle. So dealing with nerves and the fact that you're not playing a far more superior side than most of the Asian sides you've been playing, it got real. And my thing with Ecuador is, out of the four teams, Ecuador look like the best team. They look like the best team. And you can say it's wrong, but I think Senegal without Mane don't really pose much of a threat in attack. And Netherlands' attack is non-existent. So I'm looking at Ecuador, and I'm saying that, no, these guys could really do something. And if Ecuador now top the group, they could sneak a quarter, because if they top the group, that means they are facing most likely either America, Wales, or maybe even Iran and so forth. So, I mean, Paul, what do you think about Ecuador?
Honestly, this team surprised me.
Yes.
The same with England. I don't. If they're so good, they will prove it with another stronger team. I don't think winning 2-0 to Qatar, who didn't even show, as you said, an ounce of passion being in their home, which didn't surprise me, to be honest, because you're doing, with all due respect to Qatar, as much respect the second half, which I don't know how much is it. I will say it's not a country of football tradition. Not, and it's fine. It's nothing bad. It's just that obviously, what happened with people leaving, bro. Imagine that in Brazil, in Spain, in England, in South Africa. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just obviously.
No, because you can't leave at halftime. You can't leave at halftime. What do you?
But listen, do you know why FIFA want this? Because people who are poor or who have less money, if they pay the entrance, they are staying till fucking 100 minutes. That doesn't matter.
Paul is making a very great point. So I've noticed now we're going to get to Argentina, which I think they said that Argentina's games were the first to sell out all of the games and so forth. And Elias should be on location because he's our unofficial correspondent. But don't laugh, he's our unofficial correspondent. But my thing though is that Paul makes a good point. So many empty seats. As an organizer of something like the World Cup, I will make sure that they're not empty. Because my thing is, okay, I'll charge. A day before, how many do we have filled? Okay, we have these few. All right. Massive cut rates, open it to everyone. As an organizer for something like the World Cup, from a visual level, I don't want to have empty seats. It's the freaking World Cup. You will not have empty seats. Because you can either say, okay, if you're under 10 or something, bring your identity card or so forth. If you're like under 10, kids go free. Kids can go free. Everyone else, a day before, we've not sold out. It's now 50% off a day before to fill the whole seats. Why are there empty seats? There shouldn't be empty seats because I'm sure, as Porto said, I'm sure there are guys who love football who obviously cannot afford the crazy prices for the World Cup that would want to watch any World Cup game. So it's poor organizing, man.
You know how this is not a Qatar thing, this is a FIFA thing? You think Qatar cares about the money they fucking do with the stadiums and shit? They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit because they don't make the money off it. You know who makes the money off the entrance fees, the food you buy behind the scenes, the fucking merchandise? You know who? FIFA. Qatar doesn't make
That's
Qatar
why his name
makes
is
money,
Gianni
but they don't care.
Infantino, man.
So there you have it, a clown president. I thought there was no one worse than Seferin, but at least he's kind of professional. Then you have this clown at FIFA.
Look, I say respect Sepp, man. Ricardo, what do you say about Ecuador?
Oh man, they were good. You know what the best part about Ecuador is like they didn't even look like they were trying. If I'm being honest,
No, they didn't.
they look like, you know what? We're obviously better than these guys. We're just gonna control the game. We're gonna break them down. If the opportunity presents itself, bang, we'll score. Just calm the whole time. You can even see it when Ecuador scored. All the guys were just like, chill out.
So but my thing, do you think that they can top this group, or you think Netherlands and Senegal will pose a different threat? Because my thing though is, I know it's one game and matchups are different and guys match up differently, but seeing all four teams, Ecuador look the best in terms of just how they operate as a team. Because put it this way, I think Netherlands defense to midfield is solid, but my difference with Ecuador is the attack just looks a lot more dangerous because I'm seeing like speed, intensity, and just a bit more vibrancy in the attack as opposed to Senegal and Netherlands attack.
I think it's gonna be a tough one because Qatar is not the best metric, much how we say how Iran is.
Yeah.
They're not the best metric, so I do think it's a tougher fight from the Netherlands and Senegal. Do I think they can top it? I think based on what we've seen, like for example, like what's it called, Netherlands. I think they really aren't that great. Like if I'm being honest, like you have a great defense, but you also went against a toothless Senegal side.
Yeah,
and Senegal had some decent chances. So I'm against a much potent team. Maybe Netherlands actually get their shit pushed in, but with Ecuador, like I think on a physical battle, it's shit pushed in.
That was wild, bro. I was like, what? Did I hear that? What the hell?
No, it's just the same. But no, Ecuador, I think they're a very balanced team, very physical team. I think actually Senegal might give them a tougher test just because it's going to be a more physical battle. As for Netherlands, I think you can actually get away with Netherlands by making it very, very physical because they didn't look comfortable against Senegal, if I'm being honest. So I don't know. I still think Netherlands will come first, and Ecuador will come second.
Let me hit this Dubinsky's man, and then we'll talk about our boy. Where we at? So shout out to you boys, smoky settings. Ghana will do better than Senegal.
We hope.
See, okay, so here's my thing. Where do you get this hope from, and so forth?
Isn't their first game against Portugal?
Yes, and they're losing. And this not, and no hate, bro. Shout out to Ghana and so forth. And I want Ghana to do well. And I'm all rapping for Africa guys, but I'm just being real. Ghana not beating Portugal. Like, where's this whole thing of like, no, they're not. No, it's not happening. So, but look, we'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But no, Portugal are going to beat Ghana. So with Uruguay, football breakdown. De Jong had good moments, but poor overall.
I wouldn't say that.
No, De Jong was good overall.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's the opposite, to be honest.
No. For me, I think De Jong was the best player on that pitch. Like, of course, he had some mistakes here and then, everything, because he lost the ball in Kira's line like twice. But in terms of progressing the ball, linking the attack, his distribution, basically for me, him and Sal were the standout players. Like Sal for Senegal, De Jong for Netherlands, but he was a standout player for Netherlands for me for sure. Daddy Oos, Mendy did a PK there. In what sense? What? No. PK was directing traffic. So that's a difference. Was directing traffic. Like Mendy just moved like 3 years
I guess
after.
he kind of was. He was kind of going like, go over there. I'm coming for that ball.
Look, all I'm saying is that just if you can, watch the slow motion or where you see Mendy actually shout mine as it's coming through, and then basically it's funny because he goes like mine, and say oh, and you just see Gakpo just go like that. I'm like, a tournament. Shout out. What's happened to semi-minimum for Qatar? Now here's the thing.
It's your
Here's the
first
thing.
jinx of the tournament, HH, actually.
Well, hold up. What if Qatar win their next 2 games? What if Qatar beats Senegal and Netherlands?
I almost believed that when they called the offside goal. I was like, no way.
I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? I was like, wait, is this happening? And then the Ecuador was like, nah. I thought, wait, but look, I didn't think Qatar would be this bad. Now, let's say they took it, but judging from that game,
No, they're not good.
but you know what it is though? I don't think we just have to preview because it's content and I just like talking football. So we just have to talk. Realistically speaking, you shouldn't actually say anything until you see every team play at least once. Because playing a qualification is different from playing a work. Like USA in that first half, as I said, that's the best I've seen USA in like years. In that first half. So when you're playing a World Cup, it's very different from playing a qualification game or playing a friendly. So we have to see how teams play in competition. Miguel Rabines. Pretty soon, South Africa will no longer have the record as the worst performing host. Let's see what's Qatar. Don't sleep on Qatar yet. Yes, they look bad in the first game. Don't sleep on my boys Qatar yet. Because if Qatar win the next 2 games, semis minimum is still on.
You know what the saddest part is? I think the commentator where I was watching it, they said that the Qatari national team, the players, they didn't even play in their club side. They've been preparing to play together for the past 4 to 6 months, and the opening game they get slapped. They've had more practice together than any other national team.
Because the league in Qatar ended very, very sooner than the rest.
They
They
ended,
had,
ended
6 months
like
to
in
prepare.
the beginning of the season. And
So-
the thing is, looking at it, they didn't even look like they played together. Like they must have been that nervous.
And yes,
Wait, you want something crazy? You know, most of these players, you know who coached them?
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Xavi.
who?
Oh
Drop the brick.
my.
Drop the brick. I'm sorry.
Wait, no.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Nah.
Their coach,
Excuse me?
Their coaches from the coaches from La Masia too.
For Barcelona, okay, that team, most of Qatari players, or most of the players that are in Qatar team, because like Qatar is the nation with more nationalized players in all the tournament.
Yeah, there's a dude
Most of
named
them
Pedro.
were coached by Xavi.
There's a dude named Pedro on the team.
So basically, what we're seeing is that we were supposed to be watching Xavi ball in the Qatari game. Like,
Oh my.
And Xavi left, man. Xavi ball was
All right. Wait.
Xavi ball was
Shout out to Dan Gonzalez. Drop Delict and put in De Vrij. Okay, why does Delict still play football? Like, why do people still pick him? Like, wait, do people still think that it's 20? I think people still think that it's 2019. People still think it's 2019.
How did the Lig get picked over Sven Botman? That's what it confused me to this
I don't
day.
understand that.
I think guys still think that he's still this like wonder kid defender man. All right, guys, let's build up. So here's the thing. Okay, can I say something a bit crazy? So these are the games we have tomorrow, guys. These are the games we have tomorrow.
Messi
So-
dropping a hat-trick tomorrow, at least.
We have Argentina. Guys, this schedule is mad. 4 games. So Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Denmark, Tunisia, Mexico, Poland, and France against Australia. Okay, can I say something crazy, guys? What if Saudi Arabia say what's up? What happens? Like, what's the protocol?
You said the Qatar shit. Now, Saudi Arabia. Like the next thing is Tunisia hat trick. Tunisia hat trick.
All I'm saying that, what if, like, okay, Ricardo, like, what would you do if? No. Okay, let me play a scenario. Your alarm doesn't work, and you wake up and you're like, damn it, it's like 7 or 8 a.m. Oh man, you go to Google, and then you open Google, and then it says like Saudi Arabia 4, Argentina 1, and then there's a guy who drops a 3-piece. And so forth.
That guy's Messi and it's all.
It says Messi brackets OG. What would your reaction be? Like, what's the protocol? What would your reaction be?
My reaction would be, I'm going back to bed. going back to bed.
No. You have to go to work. You have to go to work.
Honestly, that would just fuck up my whole day. I'm like, because I believe in Argentina. I believe Argentina will do well. I do believe they can win. But if they lose tomorrow, or even if they just like tie, bro, I'm like, hey, these guys are not winning. Fuck that. But no, they should win comfortably tomorrow. Anything?
No. Look, like this. Just this should be a start, but instead, just that I'm just putting out like, I mean, what if Saudi Arabia just decides to be like, hey, no, what's up? Like, what if they decide?
I think it's gonna be the same thing as like the England game. It's not gonna finish 6-2, but I think Saudi Arabia is gonna try to sit back as much as they can. And the moment they get scored on, that's when all the goals will start falling by.
Okay, guys.
Don't worry, he's not losing to Australia, man. Come on. Like, he's not like
What if-
he's not losing.
what if-
He's not losing to
Australia-
Kangaroos.
No. Okay. Oz. Look. Okay, Oz.
Soccer, they're actually the Socceroos.
Oz. If the Kangaroos say what's up, Oz, do I have your permission to cut my World Cup coverage early and book flights to Nepal?
Absolutely not. I want to be here.
I want a post-match stream if Australia if it's a three-piece. If it's three-piece or more and Mbappe goes, there needs to be an emergency.
Do you know what's so crazy? You know Mbappe can only lose. You know he can't win. Anything that happens, Mbappe can only lose. Even if this guy drops a 3% of votes, if his team lets him down but he balls, you know that Mbappe will be blamed. You know he can't lose. So do you know how unfair that is?
His team was bombing the Euros and he was playing like shit. So how is that gonna happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
Also,
look.
he's a
$100
£100
million
million player. I expect him to. So what's up?
There's going to be players tomorrow from France that will be injured. Like, this France team is going to fall apart in seconds.
Oh no! For me, it has been a absolute disaster of a preparation. Like literally, their entire spine. So someone had just reached into their back and just ripped their spine from them. Like for me, France make it through. It's good. And these guys, listen. England are in the semi-finals because England come to the second round. Oh, they can beat Senegal or Netherlands or Ecuador. England can beat whatever is left of this French team come the quarters, and I feel they'll be better than them.
Hold on. You said come the quarters. I have a very sick feeling in my stomach.
Stop it, Ricardo. Stop.
No, wait, listen. That France is actually gonna come second in their group, and they're gonna knock out Argentina.
No, it's too perfect. No, that's too perfect.
Ricardo, that's impossible. That's impossible.
It's not impossible. They will come second because they have.
No, Ricardo. How can they beat Argentina without Pogba, without Kante?
It doesn't matter.
Specifically without Pogba and Kante.
No,
bro. No, France could do it. Not only that, but I actually see them now finishing second because these guys got mollywopped by Denmark twice. So it's not that crazy they're gonna come second. I think they could. It's just one of those sick feelings. I don't know if it's true, but it's a sick feeling.
And you know what you said, HH, that it would be too perfect to have that semifinal of Brazil or Argentina. What do you think Brazil is gonna get? You think Brazil is gonna get?
Brazil could come second in the Serie Switzerland group. They could come second. They could come second. I mean, look, for me, I just wanted to see what France looked like in this game. But guys, I am terrified as to the state of France because I just think that this could be a disaster for France.
Respect Drew, HH. Come on, Drew can still do something. He's actually a World Cup winner, and two,
allegedly.
Don't let Olivier Giroud win 2 World Cups, be France's all-time score, and have a Champions League.
Yeah, he'll be the greatest French striker in the history of French football.
Look.
Twitter being like Giroud.
Oz, talk to me. France. I mean, Oz. Mbappe is screwed, man. Mbappe is screwed.
Look, bro, it's easy to man mark a player when he's the only threat. When you're the only threat, it's so easy to just make him the guy.
Do you remember when Mbappe was pocketed by Axel Twansibi in Wan-Bissaka?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so easy. I forgot about that, bro.
You remember that? Twansibi and Wan-Bissaka, man. In Paris.
Bro. And he's not gonna get any help from Guendouzi.
No, but no, for me,
Rabiot.
but guys, let's be fair. And I speak to the streets now. Come on, this is unfair on Mbappe.
No,
It's
what?
unfair.
You know what? You know what I think? I think it's actually a good thing that they start off against Australia because the first thing you want to do in every tournament that you want to win that first game.
Yeah.
Because
But you want to ease yourself. I think, especially with all the injuries they have, I think France, you want to ease yourself into it.
because I think like even for Argentina, right? I genuinely think they're not gonna destroy Saudi Arabia. I think they'll win like 2-0. I don't.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're gonna win like 4-5-0 because I mean they
No,
can
no.
if things go firing. If they get an early goal, yeah, we'll probably see that. But considering how I think it's gonna go, I wouldn't be surprised if Argentina win like 1-0 or 2-0. But it's mainly because of the nerves. Some of those guys are gonna be playing their first World Cup.
Yeah,
We're gonna see the Chouameni, Camavinga, some of those defenders. They're playing their first World Cup, so the nerves are gonna be there. So it's actually good for France that they got Australia, and if they win, you shake those nerves off. You won. You got 3 points. You see what happens in the next game. You hope Denmark, drops points because then there's going to be way more pressure for them the next game.
What are you saying? Do Denmark beat Tunisia or can Tunisia just sort of be like, what up?
I think Denmark is a genuinely they're a good team. Like they're a good team.
No. But no, the funny thing was that I actually said. Because remember when we had the members hangar like a week before, and we all had Denmark top of the group before the Benzema news. So before the Benzema news, I had Denmark top of the group. Like for now, for sure, Denmark are top of the group.
No. First of all, you're gonna respect Giroud. You're gonna respect
Ricardo.
You're gonna respect Giroud.
Ricardo, I don't have to do anything. Like I told you, when he breaks that record, I will never recognize him breaking that record. I never will.
You're gonna recognize his World Cup, though. You're gonna recognize that World
No,
Cup.
I don't have to. I don't have to. Like, is it?
Will be Mbappe's second World Cup. That's it, Ricardo.
Yeah.
You don't.
No, it's fine. I don't mind Mbappe winning the next World Cup. I mean, this World Cup because I think he has a good chance the next one. So we might see the future.
But what I want to say because like I think hopefully I want to try and get. I'll try to see what I can get Elias before the game because Elias is in Qatar right now because he's going to all that. He has tickets to all 3 Argentina games. So I'm going to try to get him like before the game, obviously like let's say in the evening. But they said like the fastest selling tickets were these 3 Argentina games in the groups.
Of course.
Argentina was the only team to like sell all. Well, I think they were the fastest team to sell everything.
Yeah, the fastest selling. I mean, look, I'm sure those Neymar tickets are all sold out.
I'm telling you,
and the Ronaldo tickets.
The only thing I'm jealous about is that Argentina-Mexico game, the crowd is going to be insane.
That's going to be an atmosphere.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so I forgot it's freaking 4 games. Mexico, Poland. Do Poland have to win this game, or can they afford a draw, or do they have to win this game?
They have to win the game.
No,
they have to win this game.
But Poland will win.
Because I think Saudi Arabia is a team that's going to get beat up.
Yes.
So that game against Mexico versus Poland is going to be the most realistic, the most competitive win that you have to try to get by. So their first game is actually going to be the toughest game.
Yeah, no, for me, I think like if Poland beats Mexico, I think they're good for second. They're good for they're good for second. I'm sorry, no, sorry, I'm sorry, no. So if Argentina go through and France beat them, do you know? I think that people actually take it out on me because I think like people are they're so ready to crown Messi and they're so excited for Messi. And if Mbappe scores, I think that people they'll actually blame me. So I'll actually get personally attacked.
Yeah,
I say, wait, I didn't do anything.
I think it could happen. Like Argentina, like
no. Okay, but come on, jokes apart. No, like that's too stupid. Like for France to beat them and knock them out in success, come on, that's stupid. Come on.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean,
oh wait, no, hold up. I get it. Reverse jinx.
Oh no, I genuinely believe.
Ricardo is fine. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Hey, come on inside. Hey. No, come on. Okay, reverse. No, okay. I catch you. Look, see, but Paul, I see where you're going, and this is why it's so annoying. We all want a Brazil Argentina because I don't think they've ever faced each other
They have.
in a World Cup knockouts game.
I don't want Brazil Argentina.
Yeah, they did. They did in 1990.
because if it's a Brazil-Argentina, Spain is eliminated.
Oh yeah, they did.
So everyone wants Brazil-Argentina. I don't. I'm
No,
sorry.
but you know. Do you know what it is? Let me be real with you. For sure, we won't get a Brazil Argentina because we're gonna have we're gonna have a surprising result, and it could be Spain beating Brazil and so forth. You know, but look, I mean, I know what we're looking at ahead a bit, but I'm really this is what I'm looking forward to Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday, like that now. The Wednesday is going to be because I don't just see what's Canada look like and everything. And okay, look, that dude called the Eden, whatever his name is.
Let me find out.
And don't sleep on Japan. Don't sleep on Japan.
HH. Let me find out my boy Pockets Hazard, and you're finished. I promise you.
Is Davies? Wait. Is Davies fit? Is Davies
No,
fit?
I don't think he's playing the first game.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, no. But look, see, my thing is, look, look for Messi. This is it, bro. Like this is your opportunity. For France, just exists. Basically, if France will make it other groups, I count it as a dud. I count it as a dud. Wait, no. World Cup course. No. Okay, let me explain. No. Let me explain.
World Cup curse would exist if it happened since 1930, but it's happened only the last 4 World Cups. So relax.
Okay, what's my say? No. Wait, what's my say? Once is an anomaly, twice a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, 4 times is juju. That's my say. So I'm sorry. It's witchcraft is happening. I no. Come on. If Mbappe does it, it's dud. It's dud.
How is it dud? He doesn't have. Let's be honest. Even though they have plenty of injuries, let's not act like France still isn't the deepest and most talented national team, bro.
Wait. Hold on. Mama's boy in midfield. Mama's boy. Somebody called Fofana.
They got
Guendouzi.
No, they got Komepinga and Chouameni. That's solid.
Guendouzi.
Hey, don't disrespect Griezmann, please. Don't disrespect him.
Yeah, World Cup winner, by the way.
The issue with France is just that they either do really well in tournament or they implode. That's the problem. There's no
between. Oh no, because I just want Mbappe just to do something. And I think everything. I'm so desperate for Mbappe just to do something to piss up the Messi fanboys. I know he's gonna flop. I just know Mbappe gonna flop. I just know it. I know. I'm already preparing myself for all the tweets for him flopping. I can see it. Okay, look, let me take this Dubinsky and we'll be out of here, man. Shout out to your boy Hearty Momo. Thank you for the dog, man. How can you take Holland seriously when they have one of HH's worst 2010s lineup striker, Janssen? I've used HH, gave him in 2016 was too funny. OG school. No, he is an OG. He basically when Janssen retires, he's going to go into the alumni. He is an OG scholar, man. He's an OG brick, man. Casey,
there is a reason.
Around 500,000 South Asian.
Those are the ones that were hired. They have to be hired. There's no way. Yeah, have you seen the jerseys on them, bro? They're not even real. Yo, they sold that at home and they brought it with them.
Yeah, this material which is cheap. It's not real.
No, stop. No, that's rude. No, okay. That's let's no. I mean, shout out, you're a fan, and I think they did what they did with the.
Shout out to all my South Asian, man. Okay,
let's go. Jaden Alvarado, man. Thank you for the Dubinsky. Watching Mexico as Argentina will be crazy. My family is Mexican, especially watching it with my grandfather. Mexico versus Germany is unforgettable for me. Oh no, that atmosphere is going to be mad. That is going to be a crazy look, man. There's some games, man. There's some for me. If Mexico make it through ahead of Poland, that's an L on Lewandowski. They didn't take Chicharito. They didn't take Carlos Weah. Their manager is a brick. That is an L on his record for sure.
I'm gonna see how Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi Arabia will have a supporting crowd because they're right there, the country's right there.
Oh yeah.
But I want to see how Poland react because I don't think the Polish fans. I know actually when I think about it, I genuinely think Mexico can beat Poland because let's be honest, those Mexicans they go hard, man. If they make that a home crowd,
I think if Mexico are they because Poland is really just Lewandowski, maybe Zelensky, but if Mexico just go all out, full out, and everything, they could turn into that because remember and even you would know, was it the 2014 or 2018 when basically every single person in Peru all flew over, and they literally made this. It was. I said, wait a minute. Is Peru hosting the World Cup? Where literally, whenever Peru played, the entire stadium were just all Peruvians.
See, that's the thing about like certain South American countries, like especially Argentina, Argentina, Colombia, and I guess Peru was more of an excitement because it was like the first time in like 30 plus years. But Argentina, they can turn any stadium in the world into a home game. Like the level of support they have, and their fans that are so dedicated to fly out the country, it's insane. Like Wembley, that little game they had against Italy. Bro, like they turned Wembley into like the Bombonera.
Oh, yeah, no, that was wild. So, guys, look, man, we'll be out of here, man. So remember, guys, every 10 p.m. we'll be doing this here at 10 p.m. and so forth. Obviously, sometimes if these guys can't make it, I'll try and put out an invite to guys who have a cam and a good mic. So at least for the group games, every night at 10 p.m. we'll do a nice roundup and so forth. And if France lose to Australia, we'll skip it for that day.
We're definitely not.
So no, we'll skip on that. So guys, so remember, to join use your phone, scan the QR code to join the Discord official thing. I'm always in there in the World Cup Discord. Use your phone to scan the QR code. You quickly the phone, scan the QR code and everything.
Do you have a QR code to your OnlyFans?
Yes. Wow. But I'm working on that right now and everything. The content I've there is great. Also, okay, maybe you know what? I'll leave it for the members hangout because I'm angry with OnlyFans. But I'll explain it later. I can explain it. I'm like, is this it? What? This it? This? All this? No, for now. This is for World Cup. That's for X-rated. But yeah, so guys, use your phone to scan the QR code and join the official Discord group. I'll be in the World Cup thingy chatting to you guys. So guys, if you remember, we're going to do a late night members hangout. We'll just riff for like an hour or so and everything. We'll do that in about half an hour. So guys, back here tomorrow. Mbappe, you have your World Cup. It doesn't matter. If you lose, I will protect it because I have about 5 or 6 excuses already rated, waiting for you, and so forth. Saudi Arabia night!